Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of The Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and today is day 9 of the 12 days of Trekmas. If you're just joining me, each day from now until Christmas, I will be reviewing a Hallmark Star Trek Ornament. So if you like Star Trek, stick with me this holiday season. So today we're looking at the future U.S.S. Enterprise NCC-1701-D. Now this ship was first featured in Star Trek The Next Generation's last episode. It was a two-parter entitled All Good Things. And as you can see, it features a future Enterprise with 3 nacelles, added weaponry, extra armor here and there, and added pieces, which is very cool. So this particular ornament was released in 2007 for roughly $24. And for the length, it's a tad under 5 inches, which is still pretty nice. So we do have a lot to cover. We're going to look at the mold, the paint, check out the lights, batteries are included, see how to hang it, and then we'll be done. So let's get moving. Now, starting this review off looking at the mold, we do have a lot to cover, so I'll try and move quickly. First of all, we have our bridge, extra photon torpedo launcher, phase cannons, which is nice. We have our phaser array, these yellow pieces right here, and these are actually spread throughout the ship. They are transporter emitter pods, so that's pretty cool. Now we have windows and escape pods all over the ship. More phaser strips. Moving on to the bottom of the dish. Another phaser, tons of windows, escape pods, recessed windows, details. Now this section right here is called the phaser lance. And it's pretty cool. It's basically a giant gun. And that's detailed pretty cool. Coming right down to this section. And I'll get a close-up of all the detail. I'm just trying to move through here quickly. We also have a photon launcher down here. Tons of windows and panels. Coming down to the secondary hull. Check out all that detail. Really nice. We have our button. Oh, copyright craps right here. Deflector dish, which is pretty cool. Coming up, we have our pylons, which have fins now. So it's pretty sharp. Extra phasers on there. And our warp nacelles, which are done pretty good. Extra pieces added to the tops with a phaser strip. Now for the center, they took away a impulse engine, put it up here with 2, and then built this large tower pylon holding the 3rd nacelle up. And of course, we have our impulse engines on the back. Which is a very unique ship. Very cool. So let's get a close-up. Okay, for the up-close and personal shot of the detail, we can see the windows, escape pods, phaser array, transporter emitter pads. Which is very nice. Now, don't mind the little scuffs here and there. I did buy this used off eBay, because this one does get pretty pricey sometimes. So I got it for cheap and, I paid the price. But anywho, going down the ship. Tons more windows. Just fantastic job on here. We have a little Enterprise D there. Shuttle bay doors. Looking at the bridge, we have our phase cannons. Nice detail around the bridge as well. Really neat. For underneath the dish, recessed windows. Pretty nice. And looking up in the center here, there's some great paneling there. Windows connecting to the phaser lance. And on this side, for the secondary hull, nice detail on the bottom here. Really neat. For the deflector dish, we have some great detailing in there with translucent plastic. Nice touch. Turning the ship around. See some great detailing right on the secondary hull. Very weird ship to light. There we go. Pretty cool. We have windows in the back, impulse engines. Cool details on the pylons. Sharp. Now for this section, we do have some lines and windows and little modules. And for the warp nacelles themselves, we have our buzzer collectors and warp sides made out of translucent plastic, some detailing going around. And also added pieces to the top with that phaser strip. So pretty nice. All in all, great model. I do like this ornament a lot. So now let's take a look at the paint. Alright, when it comes to the paint, the first main color is a nice light gray. And that's on the saucer, the secondary hull, pylons, everything. Nice choice. On top of that, we have dark gray for the phaser arrays. And they are located all over the ship. Back. On the bottom. And on the sides. On top of that, we have yellow for all our transporter pads. And they're scattered throughout the ship. So that's pretty neat. Then we have, I would say, a goldish color for the phase cannons, the launchers, the Enterprise D registry right here, little dab right here, and back of the buzzer collectors, and the bottom of the phaser lance. Now the gold is also located for the thrusters going around the side of the saucer. So that's a nice touch. Now I did forget to mention that there is also dark gray on the cannons, the bridge, and on top of the launcher. Now we do also have copper on the impulse engines back here. That's pretty neat. And also the deflector dish, which is a nice touch. And we're almost done. We have red and blue for the deltas. And I like that a lot. Stands out. And on the bottom right here. Now the same red that's on these deltas is on the back for the impulse engines. And the blue is on all the names and registries for the ship. So we have it in the front, the bottom, and the sides. And that basically does it for the paint. I think they did an excellent job on this. So let's see how the lights work now. Now, before I get to the lights, I have to say one thing. I have an issue in here with the battery compartment. So I have to hold it down to turn it on. And as you can see, it lights up there. But if I let go, we lose the connection. So I do have to fix that somehow. But I just wanted to let you know that is only on mine. Other ones, if you just buy them, that should be pretty good. I got mine used off eBay. Alright, now that I dim the lights, let's activate this. So I'll hold down my battery compartment, hit the button, locate it right here, and check that out. Buzzard collectors and nacelles are lit up. Pretty sweet. And then our deflector dish. So how cool is that? Now this one is a little dim in the back, but it's not that bad. It went out. So. Pretty sharp, right? I love that blue LED. Pretty cool. So that does it for the lights. So now, let's see how to hang it from a tree. Now to hang your U.S.S. Enterprise, the ornament loop is located in back of the shuttle bay. So take your ornament hook like so, loop it on there, and you're good to go. So that does it for day 9 of the 12 Days of Trekmas. Today we looked at Hallmark's future U.S.S. Enterprise, NCC-1701-D, released in 2007. I am a huge fan of this ship, and if you ever watched the last 2 episodes of The Next Generation, they are together entitled All Good Things. The visuals top notch, and this ship stood out and they did it perfectly. So why does this ship stand out in the collection? First of all, as we looked at, the detail is perfect. From the molded windows, escape pods, different appendages added onto it, like the phase cannons and the pylons. And also those warp nacelles with translucent plastic, amazing. And for the paint, it's pretty good as well. We have our grays, yellows, golds. Great job, especially with the red, the deltas, and the registries. I think they did a decent job with that as well. And finally, the lights. Now, as I mentioned, mine is a little faulty, but where the LEDs are lighting up, they are bright and sharp, and it stands out. And that's what I'm talking about. So I recommend this Star Trek Ornament for anybody who's a fan of The Next Generation. Such a great show, and the ship is awesome. So that's everything I have to say about this Ornament today. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, hit that like button. If you'd like to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody.